Yo, what up, man? It's your boy, once again, Terrell Robinson, man. Thanks for coming back. Thanks for tuning in. Shout out to all my subscribers, man. Everybody moving together consciously and collectively. Shout out everybody who trying to get on the right path. Shout out. All right, so I want to get a little bit more into the platform that I'm trying to bring, okay? Platform. This is the realest, like, cause I'm out here and I'm looking, and I'm socialized. I'm networking, right? I'm looking at community leaders in the community and seeing what platforms is out here that helps our communities to be more effective as a community, being accountable. And honestly, I don't see the ones that I'm looking for. I do see organizations and structures set up, and it's beautiful. Like, each one is beautiful and they all play parts. But the one I'm looking for and the reason why I'm pushing is because I'm trying to deal to the, like, for one, the psychological effects that are happening in the community. For two, I want to be able to build a organizational structure that, like, does for the community, right? And you have structures that are sponsor and say they donate to Black organizations, right? So I'm trying to build that Black organization. I need all the help I can get, right? And in building that organization, the funds, the money, where we're gonna be putting money into, is like economic supremacy type of move, like for each community that's affected negatively. Right now, if you look in these more downtrodden communities, if you want to say, a lot of what we are doing, or what the kids are out there doing, is this survival of the fittest, right? And you in that jungle and you trying to survive, you trying to eat, trying to look good, you trying to, you know what I mean, build for yourself from your environment, right? But if you take that element out, that survival element, that do or die element, because if you gotta eat sometimes, your kids hungry, whatever the situation may be, that's survival. You putting yourself in desperate situations. But if we could take these desperate situations away by building economic infrastructure that pours back into the communities that they serve, I feel like that'll bring about a huge change. How do I plan? What are some of the ways that I plan on doing this? All right. First of all, I plan, like, in putting money into a trying to build like a non-profit community supermarket, like food that serves food to my communities, right? And the understanding is, I want to build it to where the money that is necessary for it to operate, that's all the money it absorbs. Every extra penny that supermarket earns on top of the money to operate would then go back into funding for another community like resource, or like some supermarkets. And understand, this community supermarket is going to be Black owned, right? And it's going to be for the Black community that it serves, right? And so all the money, like, for one, the people who are going to be working it are going to be people from the community. Like, look at our supermarkets right now. Look at our convenience stores right now. Like I said earlier, we don't run nothing. Everything that is around our neighborhoods, in the neighborhoods that are dire, that we're living in, do or die, and got to survive there. Everything around our neighborhood, understand, the country is built on capitalism, right? I get that. But we got to take that back. We do have power. That's where, like, we have power. We have the world tells you, like they tell you, black man is the poorest, the brokest in America, right? But they spend the most money every year in America. Do the math. So what does that mean? We have economic supremacy. We spend, like, we have money. We just spend it in ways that we're not really accounting for. Food, clothing, and shelter. And everything we spending on food is going to foreign entities. Nothing black owned that's coming back into, unless you go to a restaurant and eat out. Everybody can't eat out every night. I'm talking about simple food consumption. What you putting in your refrigerator? None of that's black owned, but that's where a lot of our money go in the black community. That's power. That's economic power. If you take that away, they're going to go crazy. They're going to go crazy. If we collectively take our money from each institution that's not being held accountable to serve the communities that it's capitalizing off of. But we have power. That's where we have the power. We got to use it. You think you ain't got power. That's where you got to use your power. That's where you can be an influence. All of us. I've sat back and I've analyzed all of this. All of this. That's where we have influence in economics. This country is built on capitalism, right? So they doing everything in their power to capitalize off everything. They trying to win, right? That's capitalistic. And so you got to ask questions toward that capitalism and so you can understand how to, you play a part in that. Each one of us. You know what I mean? And so to be 12 to 13% of the American population, but spend the most money in America, that is economic power. We have money. We're just not putting it in the right places. If you put it into the right places, just like I'm going to give a shout out to this show I seen years ago, Shark Tank, the little mean kind of dude, bald head right here. He said, when I spend my money, I look at my money as soldiers. When I spend it, I send it out. I want them to go and bring me more back, more captives. I don't spend my money to just be gone. That's what we doing. We spending our money into these foreign entities that's around our communities, and then it's just gone. Just think if we had black-owned institutions in each of them areas, food, clothing, and shelter, but mainly food for now. Just think if we had black-owned institutions that served the communities that, it serviced. That all the money that is extra outside of that, hold on, man, my bad, fellas, my bad, ladies, be forgetting. But all the money that is extra from these supermarkets and convenience stores and other social structures, all the extra money, because it's nonprofit, it's going to pay its employees, and all the extra money gets then diversified, put back into these black institutions to build more jobs for the people in the community. I don't know now convenience store for reference. I don't know that many in my hood that black people work in. And so it's like all that money, we can show our dominance with all that money, all that economic supremacy. Black people spend the most money in the world. Huh? They love that. You better believe they love that. Act like you know it. You know what I mean? Act like you know it. We got to build together, and that's what I mean by we got to just start having the conversation, because if we had a conversation, then we can bring knowledge and light to each of our brothers and sisters. We can bring knowledge to each other in ways, and we got to just trust in that. Trust in that. We have power and economic supremacy, and we got to express it. Take away the money, and they're going to wonder what's going on. How can we get that money back? How can we serve you? What is wrong in these communities? Because, like, real talk, I get tired of looking at the news and I see a glimpse of someone dying in these neighborhoods every day almost, or getting shot. But then the main news be the main focus. How can you talk about something else after that? After saying that somebody just lost their life for nothing, a drive-by shooting, how can you talk about something else? What? Somebody did in our community. If it was somebody in another, you know what I mean, ethnicities community that just recklessly getting killed like that, they're gonna speak on that. They're gonna move for that. We gotta start moving for each other. And I seen something the other day, man. I seen something the other day, and it was like, and it's real because it applies. So I ain't speaking nothing ill toward it. It just brought reality to the situation. And somebody posted, there was like, it's nothing like people die every day, but when it's somebody you know, one of your own, it hit different, right? That's real. But that shouldn't be the case. We are all in this together. We're all sinking and trying to sail and survive in this together. So each death in our communities, period, should matter. Each shooting and assault, all that should matter to each one of us, bro. Each one. Because guess what? While you not paying that much attention because it ain't somebody you know, just look at how quickly that'll change when it is somebody you know. Then it's like, oh, no, the world is fucked up. No, this shit, it's fucked up already. And we ain't doing nothing. We not applying ourselves. They're not going to give you nothing. They're not going to give you nothing but just enough, my people. They don't give you nothing. They're going to give you enough to survive. Yeah, I know how I've been saying that, right? So, my brother JR just sent me something that he posted a few years ago, and I wanna go to it because it's real and it applies, and it's like, where is people at in this? Like, hold on, my bad. But it applies, and so real quick, man, I want to play this, man, before I go on, man. Let's build. Let's have a conversation. Stay with me. Like, share, subscribe. Stay with me. Let's have a conversation. Let's go, right?
It's you liberals who have lifted them up, Howard.
Paul, you conservatives make a mistake. You can't afford to strangle hope in people. Without hope, people become dangerous.
No, Howard, you liberals have let them invade our society. You give them jobs, political jobs.
Paul, you missed the point. It's only the smart ones we move up.
That makes it even worse.
No, we have to move them up. If we leave a smart one in the ghetto, he might develop into a leader against us. But if we raise him up into white society, we neutralize him. He feels compelled to try to act like us. He loses his identity and his racial anger, if he has any. He becomes alien to his brothers. They realize he sold them out and they grow to hate him. He becomes worthless to them and safe for us. No thanks.
Bang, how you like that, man? Come on, man. Come on. Like, how that make you feel? And that's old. That's been understood. Like, it's just that technology wasn't here. Like, it's the information age, literally. To get information. Get information. Get information and information. Understand? Get information. It's time. I don't know how many that's watching, that even know anything about your history of priesthood and who you are and how it was destined for us to be enslaved for a set number of years. But that time is just ended. I promise, it just ended. Like, I think it's like 402 years. It's been 400 years. It just ended. And so you think you're free right now because you're free in physical. You can walk, go here. You're free to work for a living. You get what I'm saying? You're free to be a part of this system. Fall in line with the structure that ain't for you. That's what you're free to do right now. You know what I mean? Even guys in prison, like, I knew, like, the guys out here weren't free. I was in prison and I felt more free than I feel like guys out here were. And because it wasn't like where I was, it was free of mind, of consciousness, of understanding the world better, of understanding who I am, what part I play, what part I need to play, the values that I stand on and I uphold. I recreated myself. You know what I mean? So I utilized the prison atmosphere and I took advantage of certain things that I could, and I learned as much as I can. You know what I mean? So I can better affect my people when I come out here and not be the same misfit, poorly raised youth that I was. I'm trying to affect like whole communities though. I'm not trying to affect like, I don't want to do something that's for part of the community that can make it. And that's just real. That's how I feel about like things like, and don't get me wrong, they're good. They're good for the people who can afford it, who make it to get a scholarship, right? Let's say scholarships. How many people in the hood are making it to see scholarships? You get what I'm saying? Like, so for the people who are already like dropped out and could be 14, 12, 13, for them who not getting scholarships, what is the resources for them? Where's the love for them that already fell off? They can't make it to that. Like, that's what I'm talking about. We need to reach inside these communities and grab hold of our children, of our brothers and sisters. You know what I mean? That's how we got to do it. So, you know what I mean? That's part one, man. I'm going to end with that. Check this out, y'all. You know what I mean? Please stay tuned, man. The man been talking about it, man. Just check it out.
You want to tell me what this is all about?
As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I take a look at my life and realize there's nothing left. Cause I've been blasting and laughing so long that even my mama thinks that my mind is gone. But I ain't never crossed a man that didn't deserve it. Be treated like a punk, you know that's unheard of. You better watch how you're talking and where you're walking, or you and your homies might be lying and chalk. I really hate the trip, but I gotta know. As they croak, I see myself in the pistol smoke. Fool, I'm the kind of G the little homies wanna be like, on my knees in the night, saying prayers in the street light.